We have to make economic growth work for the betterment of our people, especially those at the bottom of the socio-economic pyramid. Our strategy of inclusive economic growth has shown positive results. Our average annual economic growth during the last 10 years was 7.9%, though it has decelerated at 5% in the year 2012-13. But I am confident that with the measures being taken and through our collective efforts, it would be possible for us to return to the path of higher GDP growth around 8% in the next couple of years. Distributive justice as a higher goal of democratic polity can be achieved only on the strength of a sound education system. Higher education system in India rests on three pillars of quality, affordability, and accessibility. At the end of the 11th five-year plan, there were a total of 659 degree-giving institutions in India, over 33,000 colleges. Total enrollment of the students in higher education, which was 2 crore 60 lakhs, are expected to reach 3 crore 60 lakhs by the end of the 12th plan. The drive to expand higher education quantitatively is welcome, but along with the physical expansion, there must be qualitative improvement. It is a matter of deep concern to me when I find that no Indian university finds its place among the 200 top-grade universities of the world. Somebody may have some doubt about the methodology of the rating organizations, but the fact remains that we are not there. And not only the international rating organizations, even our National Knowledge Commission had identified quality deterioration in the higher education in its report in 2006. And it has aptly described the dimension of the problem in a few words. I quote, "A quiet crisis that runs deep," unquote. We must direct our energies at developing Indian universities to meet the global benchmarks. There is a need to promote a culture of excellence in them. This calls for a dynamic higher education system with space for reforms. Ladies and gentlemen, the increasing number of the academic institutions is not sufficient to keep pace with the growing demand. Despite India's higher education system being the second largest in the world, enrollment rate at the age group of 18 to 24 in India is only 7% compared to 21% in Germany and 34% in the United States of America. This effectively denies many bright students an opportunity to acquire higher education. Building accessibility will be an important exercise in inclusive growth. Our universities should resort to innovative ways of teaching. Technology can be harnessed to collaborative information sharing. Infrastructure of the national mission on education through information and communication technology should be put to greater use, and transmission of important lectures to the students studying in institutions located far away from the cities and towns can become commonplace. With several competing demands on the public finance, the task of meeting the growing demands in the higher education sector will have to be part shouldered by the private sector. Many private institutions have earned international reputation for quality and standards. We should encourage the participation of private sector without compromising on the social objectives and the quality benchmarks. Success of inclusion in higher education also depends on affordability. Meritorious students in difficult economic circumstances should be provided assistance to pursue education by measures like scholarships, student loans, and self-help schemes. Our attention must also be focused on our colleges, as a very large percentage of our enrollment in the higher education takes place in the affiliated colleges, about 87%. The affiliating universities have a great responsibility to guide these colleges to maintain high standards in curricula and evaluation. Shortage of faculty is another major hindrance for delivering quality education in our universities. The standard of education cannot be allowed to suffer due to this constraint. Filling up vacancies must therefore be given top priority. Once Socrates observed, and I quote, "Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel." Almost in similar terms, an observation of Swami Vivekananda at his 150th birth anniversary comes to my mind, when he described education is just not to inject hosts of information into the mind, which will create a riot in the mind without having been properly synthesized. Unquote. Therefore, my viewpoint is, and I will most respectfully submit for the consideration of the distinguished members of the faculty and academia, we must find innovative means to improve and provide the quality education to our students. Another area of shortcoming is our lack of innovation. Our economic progress will depend considerably on our capacity to innovate. India lags behind the major economic power in terms of innovation. Though India comprises 1/6 of the world population, but only in 50 patent applications in the world are filed from India. While patent applications filed in India runs in thousands, patent applications filed in China or USA runs in lakhs. We should not lack the capability to innovate, but we lack the systems to encourage and generate innovation. Our academic environment must be conducive for promotion of research, increasing the number of the research fellowships, supporting interdisciplinary and inter-university research partnerships, and establishing industry incubation parks at some important steps which are necessary. Our system must run flexibly to attract Indian researchers working abroad to return, work for short-term projects, and if they wish, they can go back. Innovation should benefit the common man. There are grassroots innovations that require technical and commercial assistance for converting them into economically viable products. Our universities and industry should form linkages in support of such initiatives. Dear students, once again, I take this opportunity of congratulating you. You have reaped the harvest of your hard work by obtaining the degrees, diplomas. You have shown your excellence by being awarded by the medals as recognition of your academic excellence and merit. Your dear alma mater, Utkal University, has injected in you skills, core competence, and confidence in you, so that the moment you leave the portal of this great institution, you should have the confidence, and I am sure you have, that whole world belongs to you. You are nothing to look back. Go ahead. Blessings of your elders are with you. Skills injected by your alma mater in you will provide you the necessary support to enhance your competence, confidence. March ahead. I will conclude my observations with 3 words which are parted by our gurus to the parting students after they obtained graduation from the universities. It was a long advice, but I picked up only 3 words. Satyang vada, dharmang chara, swadhyayat ma pramodaho. Be truthful, be righteous, be true to your convictions. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jai Hind.